Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody,
gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. So Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Oh, what a ball! Space for him to turn and look. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's destined for the flank. He has found the way through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cross in, looks like a good one. Priol clears without hesitation.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
O'Shea is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Gerrard. Now it's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that has left him in a heap. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Now, can they get him away? Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Batistuta. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? They've played it short. Hangs in across. So a temporary halt to the action. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Portugal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Out towards the flank. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Pelé, and this is Batistuta. He's got away, takes a shot, and he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A first breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And it's lofted through here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Kagawa, that's been cut out, well played.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
This is a promising build-up. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural practice just now.
Spread neatly. Cleared without hesitation.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
India are looking to go forward now. India are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
And he was quick to react. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score.
India really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well read, nice interception. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Looking for options for movement.
India really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Baresi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution on the field, number 19.
This is their second corner of the game.
Is number 7. Substitution. 4 added minutes.
Terrific effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
They get a throw in. Oh, that's a key interception. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitutions taking place.
No, it's come to nothing. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Dstuds taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
This is a lost children.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight in. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking for the run.
There they go, hunting again.
Referee has just said play on. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And the shot! Goal! Morocco! So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
After 13 minutes is number 11.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Spread it left. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good take in a good area. He's... El Khadouf! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Not the most accurate pass. El Khadouf.
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gerrard. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Dstuds.
Morocco really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Can he finish? Aims beyond the defence. There's a look and place it forward. El Ainawi. El Kanous. Morocco have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Riyadh. And it's El Ainawi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to play it through. But that has been slung wide. He's in plenty of space here. Chance! That's another chance! In he goes again! And that's in! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gabriel opts for safety. And it's Puyol. Gabriel Kagawa.
2 added minutes.
Well
have
seen,
been
saw
indicated.
that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Portugal will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. El Kanous. Wirtz. Gerrard. He's a sharp little ball here. Brahim Diaz, who does have an assist to his name. Almost an hour gone. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely, now then. El Kanous. Now it's Pele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Bruno with the clearance. Gerrard is flagged offside. Distributed tidily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Substitutions taking place.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Brahim Diaz.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And that is expertly dealt with. Pele.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bruno can clear it away.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 26, Kagawa. Number 17, Vets. Number 18, Xabi Alonso.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Messi. Number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 13,
Into
Conte.
stoppage time, very little left on it.
2 added minutes have
Pele,
been indicated.
Messi. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
And a quick reminder today.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Alvarez, a man looking visibly quicker, palpably stronger, trending in a big way through his exploits.
Well, he's looked really sharp recently. He's very much a player who's full of confidence now, and such a key factor when you're playing right in front of goal like he does. A goal hugger.
And a chance! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
It's a pretty loose pass. First quarter of an hour gone.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that's been won straight back. Now it's Rivaldo. Rivaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
He's had a shot! Goal! They are purring, truly purring. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And yes, it's him again. Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And claimed it back swiftly. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pau Kubasi with the foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Kubasi. Marcelo. And this is Rivaldo. Deftly away. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He won't be happy with that one. Ricky Puig knocks it into space. And that's another good win of the ball. Neymar, who can single-handedly make a difference. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Could be danger here, and he is Alvarez! And he's found the net! And just like that, he is up and running at once! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its best. Up has been fantastic. Now the game itself. And we're underway. Now Franco Baresi, still to this day the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and the playmaker combined. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Batistuta. Kagawa. That ball, good one. Oh, important interception. Ferdinand. And here's Shevchenko. Goes for a shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. Heels rather than toes.
So, signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the game's first significant... Baresi does really well to win the ball there. And it's Kagawa. Tries to pass it through. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's intervened well there. Totti in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That is ended up in no man's land. Yamal, and this is Shevchenko, and here's Batistuta. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's all the way through to the keeper. Puyol. Now it's Shevchenko. Zanetti cuts out the pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Shevchenko. Totti. Always goal side. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Oh, that's a key interception. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Portugal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs. Negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Ah, this looks sharp. Akanji. Gerrard. Aims beyond the defence. He's being urged to shoot. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. 60 minutes played. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shevchenko. Rijkaard plays it long. And this is Batistuta! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And he's got away from it. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Crochet gives no quarter whatsoever. Now it's Shevchenko, and it's been played through. Yamal, he's got away, and he can clear it away. He's a sharp little ball here. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's going for goal! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
And we have our very first corner. Xabi Alonso plays it short. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Neymar. Totti.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Massaro. And that's it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Gerrard claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Portugal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. O'Shea kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's through here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Batistuta. And now they can clear their lines.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he plays one through. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
It was always going to be intercepted.
And Shevchenko! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Played into space. Due in acres of space out wide. And that was very necessary. Now, can they get him away? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Wirtz. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Batistuta.
Palmeiras genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
And that was nowhere near his best. Jupe. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Vardiol gets it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
Volunteers
brings.
for each block, please report
Some
to
first
the
half
staff room
thoughts?
immediately.
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponent.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Baresi. Triol. Akanji. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Batistuta! Denied by an instinctive save.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a drive! Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Quality ball. And it's Hakimi.
That was lovely, that.
Ball in towards the middle. Khan claims it, safe hands. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Shevchenko getting this one clear. Out for a throw. Caicedo. Now it's Shevchenko looking for the run. And he plays one through. Just the keeper in his way. He's having a shot! He's got a goal!
See what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
And it's Cruyff.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Been indicated.
Decent chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Caicedo. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Shevchenko taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Once described as being born offside, Filippo Inzaghi feels like the last of a dying breed, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I feel sometimes he doesn't get the credit he fully deserves, because I think he's one of the most intelligent strikers around too. His game is up.
Pele! Frustratingly close. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Pele. Knocks it into space. And it's hit the woodwork and out. And one more try. A ripper from Raul. One more for his glittering collection.
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he thumps it clear. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. O'Shea. Kagawa. Played out towards the right wing. And here's Inzaghi. O'Shea cuts out the pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Batistuta. Moved on forwards. Raul. Vitinha. And we have our very first corner. He's rising! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that looks a decent ball. Pele is onto it, and the shot! Deftly away. That's going wide left, and it's Ronaldinho. Opts to play it back. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Pele. Kagawa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rijkaard.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's had it nicked away.
Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. It's Inzaghi! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible.
There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Akanji, Baresi, Furoche. Now it's Inzaghi. Kagawa.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Ronaldinho. Yamal. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rijkaard. Vitinha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Akanji. Shevchenko. And that has sent him sprawling. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Inzaghi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Shevchenko. We've got 5 minutes to... well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And here's Ronald, tries a shot! And he's lifted it over.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Now it's Pele. Raul. Rijkaard. He'll try from distance!
Has been indicated.
That tested the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
This possibly the last play of the half. Getting up there! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Raul looking to add to his goal. He's got away. Look at the space here. That's the end of the first 45. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
So off we go again.
And they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Baresi. Cafu. Baresi. And Akanji. Triol. Kagawa. Gerrard. Well, that has not gone well. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Batistuta. Thuram is the guilty party there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Baresi. Threads one in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Tries. Taken back almost at once. And they've got rid. Maldini.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. No way through there. Turan. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in a great position here. Oh, easy pickings there. Cafu. And Jamal. Shevchenko. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And he's managed to get rid. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. And this is Inzaghi. Ah, he's had it taken off him. And this perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. And they're quick to get it back. Filippo Inzaghi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Safe and simple.
75 minutes played. Nice interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, sweet feet. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This is a promising build-up. Just eases him off the ball. Kagawa. And this is Shevchenko. That has been cut short.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's a little off target. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Inzaghi. Now that's well seen too. And he's quick to get rid.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Into the last 5 minutes. Well, there's the clearance. No foul, says the referee. And he's only too happy to take that back. Dealt with nicely by the defence. No. And that will be it. Portugal have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And a quick
Well, after
reminder
all of that,
today
Jim,
to please
what are you
take
thinking?
all bid outs
One-sided
located by
and
the
only
entrance
one winner,
gates.
Peter.
Thank you
The players
very much
didn't
for
show
your
enough
cooperation.
togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. He's played it back. Cherky. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That pass has been well intercepted. Yamal. Kukchu has given away a free kick. Can he get on the end of this? Cherky! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cherky is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner.
They've played it short.
And it's Koundé. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And they've got rid. Now it's Mbappe. And the through ball. And he's well positioned. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Shevchenko. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
O'Shea. And this is Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Van Dijk. Here's Rodri. Pinches it off him. Kukchu is always looking to break lines. He'll try from distance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their second corner now. Good ball, good take. Oh, good looking ball.
Has been indicated.
And now they can spring out of defence. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Portugal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
With the father of a boy
Well, let's
in
not
a
beat about the
blue
bush,
hat
Peter. It's
kindly
been
make his way
fairly
to the
flat, and the
information
support
centre.
have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just look.
Oh, shooting chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Portugal are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
And it's Kagawa. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cherki. Portugal still this single goal behind. Aimed beyond the defence. Baresi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hernandez. Kukcu. Oh, easy pickings there. Boucher has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Cherki. Just about up to 75 minutes. Kukcu. Knocks it into space. Rodri. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Shevchenko. Portugal are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Koulibaly. And it's Kukcu. Hernandez. 5 minutes left on the clock. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks.